Insurance Business TV was recently in the Gold Coast attending the 2025 NIBA convention. Whilst there, we caught up with leading insurance professionals who address some of the top challenges the industry is facing today.
Climate change, what insurers and brokers can do, it still comes back to risk mitigation. And although we can't really predict any act of God, but we can appreciate and understand the risk mitigation to reduce the types of catastrophes, the consequential damage. And that also then flows into what the government can do, like greater regulation for building certifiers. When we talk about government, like with 3 levels, right? Federal, state, and council, but then the legislation and then the regulation. So like in Queensland alone, they've approved building on a major floodplain and valley. So there needs to be a greater risk mitigation to help regulate that, because that might not be an issue now, but it will be in 10 years if there is a natural catastrophe. Well, it's interesting, willing versus understanding, fact over opinion. Also, the people at the top generally have all the authority to make the decision, but typically they don't have the details, whereas the people on the ground are the ones with the details, right? So it's about bridging the gap on the communication to make sure that we're sharing the details and that we can communicate for the ultimate help for the customer, the client, the consumer, the brokers, and the future. Because the future isn't where we're heading, it's where we're creating. As brokers, our job is to provide insurance advice, whereas our role is changing to be more of that risk advisor. And so they're coming to us for questions that we wouldn't ordinarily answer that are outside the areas of an insurance broker. So like, for example, I'm getting asked for people how to bring in new products from China and importing it. And I'm sitting there researching the Australian standards, like trying to give them information on that, whereas that's outside my realm. And so they're coming to ask for information, not just on insurance, but where they want to go. So it's my job to know their goals, to be able to research that, to provide them the information based on the insurance ramifications, their obligations and their legal responsibilities as an employer or a business owner. And outside of that, then that information that I provide them helps them achieve their goals for the future. It completely depends on their experience, their attitude, their level of interest, their risk taking. So it still comes down to people and human connection, being able to understand what they're actually wanting, but also why. Like, why? Are they wanting to create a business that is servicing another industry, servicing a person, servicing something, or is it just a product? And is it why? Is it because of profit? Is it because of business? Is it for something else? So it still comes down to the type of client that we're talking to and working towards. It's a little bit like, it's quite apt because it is change. It's all the demands that we are faced with to service our clients. And there's a lot of change occurring from the top level with the insurers and the industry, but then there's a lot more change happening from the top down with our clients as well. And so that's change that's from technological regulator demands, climate change, and it's ultimately about servicing, like ensuring that the customer is it's about customer centricity and ensuring that they're at the heart of everything we do. And then being able to step back and really rely on our relationships, because if we don't know something, because we are heading into an unprecedented amount of change, that we can say, look, I'm going to research this for you, or I'm going to get a specialist involved and be able to service your needs. So change, big one. 2 is communication levels, being able to have an honest chat with the client to say, what are your expectations? What are your goals? Like diagnosing the needs. And number 3 is speed. Expectations, everyone's increasing their expectations at the moment. And it's just about getting the information quickly. Everyone's expecting things instantly, even we are. We send an email and we wait for somebody on the other end to be able to respond. It's not like that when it's a little bit more complex. And that layer, there needs to be some time. So it's just having that relationship with the client, understanding what the change is getting thrown at us. There's a lot of admin noise as well, like the administration burden, and it's very onerous on brokers at the moment with new regulations coming in. So being able to educate our staff and our clients that we might be going through a series of change ourselves, and being able to make sure that we're still servicing our clients.